Hotel and Casino. Behind Campbell, it was Morris, Olivier, Trolley, and Kinnegadner. Special test number 2 and the entire lead group missed a turn. That included Heinz Kinnegadner, who eventually finished 5th in the second special test. Lewis was also in the lost lead group, but he was slowly climbing back in the standings after that dismal day 3 when he crashed out of the lead. Lewis finished 4th in special test number 2, 7th on the day, went into the final day of competition in 3rd place, 21 minutes behind the leader. Olivier again paced himself perfectly, fast enough to keep pressure on his pursuers, slow enough to stay out of trouble. Finished 3rd in special test 2, 2nd on the day, maintained his lead in the overall standings. Young Johnny Campbell put himself smack in the thick of things after a win in special test number 1. He followed that with a 2nd in special test 2. Overall in the day, he was 1st, went into the final day just 5 minutes behind Olivier. The winner of the 2nd special test on day 5 was Charlie Halcomb. Halcomb was looking to salvage just a little bit of pride. He was out of contention for the overall win, but Halcomb is a competitor, and he wanted to show the field that he belonged in the Nevada Rally after finishing 2nd overall in 1993. Let's take a look at the overall standings going into the final day of competition, courtesy of the Peppermill Oasis. Alain Olivier on top, chased by Johnny Campbell, just 5 minutes back. Despite the obvious dangers and challenges, the Nevada Rally is not just a man's game. Case in point, Lori Conway. She's a veteran of many desert races. She's now returning to competition. What is the toughest part, Lori?
I think the toughest part on the bike is paying attention. Okay, that's the most important thing, is reading your road book. If you read your road book and you watch for the dangers, you'll do just fine on the bike. Off the bike is making sure that you get enough sleep, you take in enough liquids and all the other supplements that you need to keep your body going, and then also to make sure the bike's maintained on the down evenings.
Throughout the Nevada Rally, Lori Conway persevered. She earned the respect and admiration of her fellow riders.
Lori Conway, guess what, my sweetheart? Take your helmet off. We just finished our first rally, didn't we?
Yes, and I had lots of fun.
You're still smiling just like it was the day you started. What's the secret to your success?
Don't get off.
All right, see that big smile?
I had fun, and I enjoyed it, and I want to come back next year.
Well, we're going to be here.
And we're coming back, too, with more Nevada Rally. Welcome back to Cycle World on Prime. I'm Larry Myers. This is the Nevada Rally, the final day. A 110-mile special test. It begins and ends in Miss Nevada Rally champion. Scott Harden is with Olivier.
Thank you, Larry. I'm here with the current overall leader of the Nevada Rally going into the final day of competition, Alain Olivier. Alain, you know what the numbers are? What's your strategy for today?
For today, I'm start second before Campbell. I have 5 minutes, and I think I can't take the 5 minutes for tonight.
And Alain is starting behind Johnny Campbell in the start position today. Is that an advantage to you?
Yes, because Johnny never ride first in a special. And when he ride, sometimes he lost, and perhaps it's good for me.
Well, thank you, Alain. Now let's go to Dennis Torres, who's standing by with Johnny Campbell.
Johnny, the numbers are obvious. 4 minutes behind, one more special test, approximately 100 miles. What is your strategy? What is your mindset going into the final day?
Well, I'm going to just ride like I had, the previous days. And being that it's so short, only 100 miles, it's going to be hard to make up that much time. So I'll just try to stay consistent and not get lost.
Last night after dinner, before you went to bed, you probably replayed the special test over and over in your mind. What were the scenarios that you thought about?
Oh, nervous ones went through my mind, like, taking the wrong turn and losing a lot of time. But, for the best, I'm just going to try to stay consistent.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Just moments from the start, Alain Olivier, with gunfighter eyes, looks at the course ahead. Johnny Campbell, receiving advice from friends, his pit crew, showing obvious nerves. Campbell has never been in this situation. Again, it is Campbell's first rally. Olivier, the veteran of many, many rallies, has been here before. Now the start. The first rider out of the gate is Johnny Campbell, and watch what happens. Less than 100 yards from the start, Campbell is confused. He doesn't know which way to go. He stops at the crossroad, then makes the correct turn to the left, but still he is not sure if he has made the proper turn. A television crew is standing by to record the action. Campbell first looks at that deep gully, then asks advice. Which way should I go? Olivier, meanwhile, starts his special test. There is no uncertainty on the part of the Frenchman. He has been here before. Campbell, meanwhile, has the direction figured out. Across the gully, and he's on the way to his special test. Right behind comes Olivier with style and grace. Starting the day, fourth overall, was Heinz Kinnegadner. He was 31 minutes behind the leader, but just 10 minutes behind Jimmy Lewis in third. Kinnegadner was a force to be reckoned with. Charlie Halcomb started the day in sixth place overall. The day would not treat Halcomb kindly. The stage was set for the final special test. We're taking a ride with Alain Olivier, the race leader. We'll be back to wrap it up. After 6 days of racing, the Nevada Rally is drawing to a close. This is the special test, the final special test. On the course, Johnny Campbell, the first rider out in the special test, was parked. He was lost or uncertain in his mind as to the course. He waited while race leader Alain Olivier caught up. Alain Olivier took the point position and Campbell fell in behind. Behind the race leaders, another battle had developed. Scott Morris, number 88, and Charlie Halcomb, rider number 2. Halcomb points to the front end of his motorcycle. Some kind of a problem is impeding his progress. Now watch. Morris goes to the right. He looks over his shoulder. He's not certain. Halcomb says that's not the right way. Checks his roll chart. He goes to the left. Heinz Kinnegadner pulls up to that crossroad. He looks at both riders, then picks Halcomb to follow. Scott Morris turns around on the course. He aims his Kawasaki in the right direction. Now check out the front of Charlie Halcomb's motorcycle. The front tire is flat. The 1993 runner-up rider would finish, but not at speed. Meanwhile, at the head of the pack, Johnny Campbell had again taken the lead. He was being pursued across the rough Nevada desert by the former world champion motocrosser, Heinz Kinnegadner. Kinnegadner had set a blistering pace. Both riders had passed Alain Olivier and were now dueling for honors for the day. Neither rider was in position at this point to win the overall. They were looking for a measure of self-respect, a measure of pride. The sprint to the finish line was on. Behind them, Alain Olivier was on cruise control. He was looking for the championship. The win on day 6 was meaningless. Heinz Kinnegadner passed Johnny Campbell, and Kinnegadner now in the lead. With the Peppermill Hotel and Casino in the background, Kinnegadner applied all of his motocross skills. In 1993, a similar situation. Kinnegadner giving it all on the last day. He suffered a terrible crash. He was flown off the course in a helicopter with a broken collarbone. In 1994, there were no miscues. Heinz Kinnegadner, finishing about 20 yards ahead of Johnny Campbell, takes the win in the final special test of the Nevada Rally. It was a great day of racing. The honors, though, belong to Alain Olivier, the 1994 Nevada Rally winner. Here are the final results, courtesy of the Showboat Hotel and Casino. Olivier, Campbell, Lewis, Kinnegadner, and Scott Morris rounding out the top 5. Check out the next 5 finishers. Flat tire and all, Charlie Halcomb finished 6th overall. Let's hear from the competitors of the Nevada Rally.
I am very, very, very happy because the race is very beautiful. Franco make a very good job, and I think me too.
Oh, I'm tired right now. It's been a long week. Had my ups and downs, getting lost. I learned a lot. My first rally, second place isn't bad.
It was going good, and then I got caught up in chasing dust, crashed, smashed my route book, and I ended up getting lost because of that, and lost about 20 or 30 minutes. And after that, there was really no making it up on riding. I was going to have to, hope somebody else had some bad luck. And
at the third day or fourth day, I think I was leading for about 100 miles, and it made me incredibly happy because it was a wonderful ride. I didn't make any mistake, and finally I must say I'm okay and I'm happy with the fourth place.
It's very happy in this moment. I like confusion. I like drunk because all the people make compliment to me. My very, very great work for the rider and my staff is important. The Casey, Bill, all helping me. Just only one small flag in the corner or maybe the big mountain for me is most important than my position today. Thank you very much, America. I love Nevada.
And the Showboat Hotel.